Hi everyone, Linda Reed-Enever. Well, it's that time of year again. It's that marketing planning time of year to make sure that we can plan campaigns for the year ahead so that we set ourselves up for success and we have a roadmap and a path to help us market our business. Now, the marketing planner is a great way for you to be able to do that. It's a great way for you to be able to plan your marketing for the year ahead. So if you've not got one, go grab one. It's definitely going to be in that toolkit that I recommend for you for planning the year ahead. But to plan your marketing, we don't need a crystal ball. We need this thing. We need the data. We need the insights. We need to know what has worked in the past to make sure that we can create campaigns that have worked again and again to hopefully they'll keep engaging for us, and also that we don't repeat the mistakes of the past. We love a good crystal ball, but it's not the best tool to help us market within this journey here. So I am going to refer to some notes as we go through this. You've got your marketing set for the year ahead and you're making the most out of the data that you've got from past campaigns to work for you. So why do we do data-driven marketing in the first place? I mean, don't we just throw spaghetti at the wall and hope it works? Well, to start with, we will throw some spaghetti at the wall and hope it works. But as we grow and as we move things along in business, we start to get data. We get things like the number of visits that we get from our website on Google Analytics. We get insights about who's engaging with the content we're putting out there on social media. We get open rates on email campaigns, and we get a number of factors along the way. And while this data is valuable, it is also something we don't want to get too bogged down in with I don't think that's good enough. Because in the end, marketing data is not high figures. We don't get massive, like 100% open rate. But if you do, you're one of the very, very lucky few who do that. You don't get lots of people converting from, a couple of hundred visits. It takes a decent amount of traffic. And we're talking that most time our return on investment for marketing, if we put out to have this many people visit, we're looking at about a 3 to possibly 10% return and a 20 to 30% open rate. And we're looking at maybe 10% of the people engaging with us. And then we start to break that down in percentages along the way. So I don't want you to go, I only had 10 people visit my site this week and one person purchased, because that is a really good conversion rate and you should keep going. We just need to up the amount of people coming to the site that the site itself is converting. So that's the thing that I want you to focus on throughout this process. Now, the power that we have when we use the data from past campaigns to plan our future ones is we get to know what has worked within the past. So the first place to go to is our Google Search Console, and we see where our traffic is coming from. If we've been tracking in our CRM where people have heard about us, we know which networking functions to go to. If all of those things, and quite often if we haven't got that data, then we need to look at implementing that into our plan this year. How did people find us? I use booking calendars here at Reed-Enever Group to make sure that we have different booking calendars, even for different seminars, different events we're promoting, to make sure that we know where those leads are coming from, so that we know what's working, what's engaging, and how people are going to work with us. We track our courses through Google Analytics, and you can use things like heat maps to get a bit of an idea about what's working out there on site. The data and the analytics that we need to know from a social media point of view are when is our audience online, so that we can make campaigns about that. Where have our people most often open our newsletter to make sure that we're still sending our newsletter out on the right date and the right time. And then, what time do we actually have to create those events? So there's some of the data decisions that, all business owners should be making along that way. We also want to have a look at maybe what customer behavior things we've noticed this year. So have there been influxes? Do we have busier periods? Do we have slower periods throughout the year? Are there times possibly when people go on school holidays that our market is just dead? Are there times maybe when they go on school holidays, our market is just busy? It's things like that that we need to be able to include in our marketing plan, not only from a marketing point of view, but also from a staffing point of view. I noted that when I'm busy and flat out and we're in March period, which I call my period between September to November, that quite often we're busy on it. So I need to up the automation at that time. And that helps me drive the data decisions that we've got here within the business. So we're going to use our past goals. We're going to learn from past mistakes, because trust me, we've all done it in the last year. We had put something out there that we thought was going to be amazing and it flopped. So we learn why it flopped. Can it be adjusted? Can we fix it? Can we do something else? Or is it just something to shelve? Is it a marketing technique that maybe no longer works for us? Or is it a marketing technique that we've forgotten and we maybe need to implement? I know this year in particular, I've been moving people more and more towards face-to-face networking. Let's get it back out there. Let's start networking with people. And it's seeing really, really good results. people have got so busy in their own lives that they forgot to network online and they forgot to network face to face. And it's really achieving some really good results from there. So the tools you want to use are Google Analytics, it's your CRM if you've got one, it's insights on your social media as well that will be able to help you drive these decisions. It's the open rate on your email and if you're getting inbound calls, you can track inbound calls and those figures, then that's all great. But I'm not going to dive into that from there. For now, when we go to plan, we're going to go, look, is the same thing likely to happen next year? And so we do it is, and we plan for it and put it into our decision using the data that we already have. And then if it's not likely to happen, we go, okay, well, we don't have to worry about it. We want to look at making sure that we up our staff when we know our busy periods are in place. We want to up our evergreen marketing and our program stuff when we know things are busy in place. If we've got workshops and events that we need to lead up to, we maybe didn't get the right attendance, we maybe need to evaluate that marketing strategy and make sure that we maybe put a little bit more promotion in around that. It is now the time to have a look at the data and the insights. It's also now the time to have a look at what you had that worked for you this year in the way of events, in the way of guest speaking opportunity, in the way of promotions that you were involved in, and those opportunities you missed as well. So the ones that you wished you had, they're the ones we want to put in the marketing plan and act. So there we go. It is that time of year to start planning. If you're using the marketing planner, you start to put those dates in the calendar, start setting your thing, start knowing what works, and start consistently delivering content to your audience. And that's one other metric you need to track. Was I consistent? Did I continually market that product and service? Because if I wasn't consistent, then that's the first thing we need to pick up for next year, is maintaining that consistency, maintaining that engagement with our audience and turning up regularly so that they know that we're still there, we still exist, and we still love them. Until next time, my name is Linda Reed-Enever. I'm an ideas and marketing strategist, and I help you create impact for your business. Happy marketing planning.